Hopefully we're getting started, guys. Sorry that I'm hanging out and waiting if we have gotten started. There it goes. All right. Hello, Opus family. Kayla here. I'm your client account coordinator for Opus Management. So happy you guys are joining us today on Water Cooler Wednesday. I know I'm starting a little early. Usually I start at noon. We kind of shifted that at the end of last year just because 11:30 was a tough time. But I hopped on a little bit early today to come hang out with you guys. We're going to do a little something different today. I am going to share my screen and show you guys one of our small business options for an intranet, right? So an HR, for HR resources, and the intranet there. So hopefully everything comes up and shows where you can see it. But let me get to share my screen. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, like I said earlier, my name is Kayla Rowe. I am the client account consultant down here in Texas for Opus Management. We're a business consulting firm that specializes in helping you bring your human knowledge and wrapping technology in. That way you can make an impact in your business, and we can work on some of the efficiencies and take a few of those things off of your plate. So we are here to help you with all of your major pain points, and we've got some great technological solutions for you. You can set up a free discovery meeting with us. So there's no charge for a 30-minute deep dive, or well, it's not really a deep dive because it's only 30 minutes, but it is a 30-minute conversation between one of our partners and yourself. That way we can discuss what your goals are, how you're getting there, what have been the roadblocks and the problems that you have had or seen come up, and let us help you find some solutions for that. Even if it's just taking some of the things off your plate so you have more time to come up with your next great idea. So let me show you guys our system. So you're going to be able to see on my screen, you're able to see the human resource page. If you are on Instagram, it's going to look a little bit squished. You can't quite see all of the sides, but you can join us over on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or even YouTube, and we'll happily show you. You can see it in the full thing. Instagram's ratio just is a little bit off, but neither here nor there. So you will see that this is kind of our testing site. So welcome. This is your landing page. So if you set up, if we help you set up your human resources, if we help you set this page up, it will be customized to you. This whole top border can be changed. The layout can be changed. There's a lot of options that you guys have got in regards to this. So let's take a look. You've got your quick links up at the top that show you some of the different things. So obviously we're here in our HR system. We have built out specialized intranets and CRMs. So those are definitely options for you with this on SharePoint. So all of our pieces across the top come and hang out. I am in the system where we can set up and change all of these links. You can change the views. So your managers will have a different view than your employees, and so forth as you move on. So probably the nicest thing that we look at is just the consolidation piece here. As you look through your employee management, you will see that you've got some options on records. Your employees can update their own records. So no more paper forms turned in that have, their address and all of that. The system will track it for you. So you will be able to CYA and know who changed and updated the information. So in case a phone number is wrong on the emergency contact, or their mailing address is wrong, or one of those pieces is wrong, you can have a system that tracks all of that information for you without you having to do it or keep paper copies or scan things in and keep them in a folder. This will all be uploaded to your HR site and kept that information there. You can have these records be whichever piece that you would like them to be. You can have the information in here. We can update that, change that, and make it usable for you and your system and what you find important. So we're going to back to the home screen. The other thing you can add, of course, is they can upload certifications. Sorry about all the clicking. Certifications. You can track your performance reviews here. That way all of your information is set to that employee. You can put parameters on who is able to view, who is not able to view it. So if you have certain levels of management that shouldn't be, you have a shift lead and a general manager that need the information, that need the systems, then, or assistant manager and not a shift lead, however you structure your organization, we can change those permissions throughout the system. You're able to keep a lot of resources here, so we can actually have the full, all of your policies, all of the policies that your new employees have to have. So as you go through onboarding, which we'll look at in the hiring piece, you can keep everything streamlined from where they apply. We can import all of the information in. It can populate into a list that you are actually able to show that, to have sort through, look for specific positions, look for specific people, look for specific locations, any of those pieces that you want to run that hiring data through. But probably currently, right, we're at the beginning of the year, everybody loves to work through what their time off looks like for the year. If you don't do this at the beginning of the year, I feel a little sorry for you, because we should all know. But as you see here, when you create a new time off request, you can go in, put the information in, depending on how you and your company want to run through this program. You can give them set amounts that you update every month. They can just have a bucket amount of hours. It's something that we can configure and make specific to you. So you would go in, put all this information in. We can set it up through an approval system, which obviously, like everything else in here and in SharePoint, it will track. It will tell you. It will send it to the manager in your system. Have them approve it. Once it's approved, it will go on the calendar, and it will allow you to show those. As that information gets pulled up, you'll have a running list of your time off request. If they are approved, what it is, all of that. So again, same thing. You've got another file you can sort through. You're able to take a look and see where everybody's at. So I briefly talked about hiring. This is a really great place to hold on to your requisitions, manage your things through requisitions, be able to pull the information up and have the applicant's status, their name, their contact information, have their resume connected to this. That way you can take a look, especially if you're hiring for multiple locations, having it all in one place, not having to go into a system like Dayforce or Indeed and try to sort through and manage all of that. And I say those just because they're systems I worked with in a previous life, but have everything in one spot. You can sort through, you can pull the list up. You've got the option to export an Excel sheet. You can share it with other members across your organization, all of that. Again, same thing. We can change this data up, add some other things. You're able to hang on to your candidates, so this is moving them through the system, and you're able to track their progress. So without losing that, sending 1,000 emails, all of those things, we can do it all here on our HR page. Obviously, if somebody has some kind of issue, you'll see we've got one already entered here when we were testing last year, and we haven't created any new ones. I will start creating them as we do these demonstrations more on the system. But You get an ID number on your service request. You'll be able to see what category it falls into, if it's been assigned, when it was created, what the priority is, what kind of problems they have. But this is an easy place for your employees to be able to submit requests, and they're not flooding the inbox of your HR representative. So this would allow managers or whoever is granted access to be able to see these requests, and be able to kind of help with some of that workload. So just wanted to show you guys. Hey, look, it doesn't like me today. Kayla, I can't click on that piece and get back to my benefits. So I don't have a benefits dashboard here in our HR login system. Isn't that fun? So just a couple of things I wanted to point out while we're hanging out on the homepage, guys. This one's really nice because you can add some links. You can add news tiles here, things that you find important that are going to be, good for your organization, important there. You can add these updates. You've got, your corporate, you can have your different events. We've got some slideshows here just showing you kind of where we're at, maybe what you're going into. Obviously, this piece here in the center on the slideshow would be company specific. Have your holidays and your events so that your employees know what's coming up. If you guys are off next Monday for Martin Luther King Day, that's on there and tells you. I can send a request to learn more. You saw how easy that was. I slid my mouse over it and barely touched it, and it opened up access request. And then we've got, of course, our quick links. So all of those things that the tools and benefits that get used regularly. And all these things can be linked into as your employees are going through and looking, for information with the service request. They will be able to set up and have a library of knowledge that you can access and go through there. And then you'll see, of course, we've got our HR contacts. So we don't want to overwhelm Diego all of the time, which is why we have the service request field. So a little bit of that. If you've been struggling with, whether it's managing time off request, managing all of the access your employees have to your benefits, their benefits, being able to access that information, our small business HR resource is a great option. So if it's something that you've got questions on, whether it's how to, automate more of your onboarding system, if you're looking to, create that system where people can apply online and you can keep all of your candidates in one place, we would love to help you with that. We can set this up and tweak it to your specifics. It obviously doesn't have to look exactly as ours does. That's just kind of the base starting place. This is just kind of my sandbox to play in, right, and show you guys. So it's something that we would use during once we've done a discovery and kind of talk through what you want. It's where we would go to show you some of the options that you've got and build some things out for you, kind of show you the concept. So let me know what other questions you have. If there's anything that's just screaming that you would like to see or have questions around as far as an HR site goes, or or building your own. We've got some other options in there, so anything that you'd like to bring into one of these systems, we would love to help. You can, if you go to opusmanagement.us, there's an option to get some time on our calendar, so you can go down to the contact us and schedule some time. It'll send you a link, so there's no back and forth. You guys can just schedule with us. We use the Calendly app to schedule that, and we would love to help you out with that system. If you guys want to see more of these, if you would like me to go through more of it or something specific, I'm happy to help. Just shoot us a note on any of our social media platforms and I'll put it on the agenda for, an upcoming Water Cooler Wednesday. Don't forget we would love for you, not don't forget, but we would love for you guys to follow us on whichever platform you're viewing us on, as we like to stay connected. Kind of have started, I call it tech tips right now. It's not necessarily, sometimes it's SharePoint information, sometimes it's Microsoft information, sometimes it's just, hey, do you need a CRM? Like, here's some of the things that we can help you with that, or an ERP. Just nuggets of knowledge. Probably would be better than tech tips, so maybe we'll change that after I finish running the course I've got out there. But give us a follow. Instagram, Facebook are the easiest places to get a hold of us. I keep an eye out on a chunk of social media, as do some of the others, but we are always here to help, happy to help, and we want to make your business take off and grow. So run your small business like it's an enterprise, and we can help you reach that. So have a wonderful Wednesday. Happy second week of January in 2024. Hope you're 10 days into it and you haven't given up on your goals and your resolutions. And we will see you guys roughly around the same time next week. Try to be closer to starting at noon and not getting excited about our small business options for you. All right?